Really?
How bad is it?
We're stuck. But it could have been worse.
We should have gone down Route 30, like the others.
This way looked much more scenic on the map. I tried to tell everybody.
We haven't passed a house for miles. Oh my God! I'm gonna die at a dump.
Landfill. Someone will come along and help us. People always dump things on Saturdays.
How could this happen? What was going through your head, if anything?
Well, I was thinking. You must know, I was thinking how beautiful you look in that old-timey dress.
Beautiful. Well, how long do you suppose that beauty will last out here in the hot sun? Smothering in the stupid fucking pointy hat and 200 pounds of upholstery fabric.
You're too pretty to cuss like that. Mother would cringe.
Well, she can't hear me now.
I'm not so sure about that, but I don't like to hear it either. Try to calm down. You'll feel cooler. Here.
I could just kill Marisol for letting Roger talk her into this medieval wedding. All those guys like Roger that get into that, it's just because they suck at sports. Or they don't fit in the 1990s. I mean, what makes them think they'd fit in any better back then? Walking around with lizards on their necks. Weirdos.
Lots of people are intrigued by the Dark Ages.
More like the dork ages. Roger's a dork, his friends are dorks, and now we look like dorks.
Hey, do you remember when Mother took us to one of these landfills when we were small to dump some old mattresses? And you found that globe, and Mother told you you had the whole world in your hands and always would? And then she told me to carry it for you because you had on a white dress and the globe was dirty. I didn't want to carry your globe because I found that big orange macrame owl and I couldn't carry both, but there was no going against Mother. At first I cried, but I remember I was the one that got that globe all cleaned up and shiny when we got home. Whatever happened to that globe, Midge?
I don't remember any globe.
Maybe it ended up out here and we got stuck here today so we could find it again. Wouldn't that be something? Oh no, don't. Don't. We'll never get it back on the right way. I used 67 bobby pins.
I'm gonna die of heat stroke. And for what? I've always suspected Marisol was gay anyway. The dork and the dyke. What a match.
Midge, they're our friends. We should be happy for them, don't you think? Don't you want to smile a lot when we get to the wedding? Smile and talk nicely to everybody?
I'll play it by ear.
Well, just don't be so negative.
What are you trying to say?
Well, One good thing about these dresses, mosquitoes can just forget it.
Let me do the talking.
I saw him first.
Just let me handle it.
What is this? Some kind of time warp? Can I help you, ladies?
Our car.
No thanks. The rest of the wedding party's following right behind us.
These get-ups are for a wedding?
Yeah, 20 guys will be here in 2 minutes. They'll help us.
Are you sure? Because...
Are you going down Route 30?
No, they decided you were right about Route 30.
Really? When?
They said they'd be right behind us.
I don't see anybody coming.
Well,
Well, there's really nothing I can do. It's just a corn snake.
I could have been poisoned.
They're harmless. It's just not the first thing you want up your dress.
Okay, now it's gone. You can step aside. Alice, get up.
Your name is Alice?
Yes. What's yours?
Perry.
Perry. Like Como? Perry Como.
Alice.
It's funny. I said like Como too because Como in Spanish means like. I mean, not like, as in I like you. I mean,
Alice.
I hardly know you, but I do know Spanish, don't I? I mean, I didn't spend those 4 winters with my grandparents in Miami for nothing.
He doesn't need to know your life story, Alice.
How about I check you, too?
Excuse me?
Well, those corn snakes are known for traveling in pairs.
Oh, just when you thought it was safe.
Just when you thought.
I'll take my chances.
You ladies really don't need my help at all, then?
Well, maybe you could look
No,
at
we don't.
Nice meeting you, Alice.
Oh, God. I'm good. Good to meet you, too.
What is the matter with you? Couldn't you see there was just something not quite right about that guy? I mean, what's he doing here?
He probably works here. Somebody has to. So nobody dumps the wrong thing.
How'd he get out here?
He could have a car parked on the other side of those mounds. Did you see that smile?
Oh, there's no talking to you. It's gonna rain again.
Well, if everybody's right behind us, they're sure taking taking their time.
Nobody's behind us. You idiot.
But he could have helped us. I'm gonna go tell him.
No! Look where we are. This is where they bring all the murdered bodies. This guy could be some kind of a lunatic.
It's impossible.
How do you know? He could be watching us from the other side of that trash mound, spying on us.
Even if he was, which I know he is not, nothing bad could possibly happen to us. Look what we're wearing.
What?
When did you last hear a reporter say she was last seen wearing a purple gown from the 12th century with long flowing sleeves and a matching cone-shaped hat? It just doesn't happen. We should wear clothes like this all the time. What better protection could we have? And anyway, Perry saved my life, almost. And he had the most genuine wrists I have ever seen.
You know, that dress really suits you. You haven't evolved one iota from the days of serfdom. I could just see you. Out in some field, bending over to do whatever the fuck it is those women bent over to do back in the old days in those fields. Just bent over like some old cow, waiting to be milked for all you're worth.
That's not true.
Face it! People walk all over you.
Yeah, they walk all away from you. Why else do you think that Maris...
Marisol, what?
Well,
You've had something to say to me all morning. Now, come on. Out with it.
Marisol almost didn't include you in the wedding. I'm sorry to say it.
Huh?
So, when we get to the wedding...
If we get to the
When
wedding.
we get to the wedding, you better act happy for Marisol and Roger, because if you don't, they're all resolved to stop inviting you all together. That is what I was trying to tell you in the car. That is why I was distracted. I couldn't think of a way to begin, but I knew I had to think of something before we got there, and
I
you
made
just...
a fool of myself.
They don't understand you.
They
the
made you
way I
their
do.
emissary, did they?
Not really. I overheard it at the rehearsal. I know it's hard to hear, but I tell you for your good.
Oh, for my good. My good, I see. Well, for your good, I suggest you worry about yourself.
Don't beat me up. I'm just the messenger.
Self-appointed! You were obviously within earshot, and they didn't even care to include you. That's because nobody cares to include you, Alice. And how long do you expect that crowd to keep you around anyway? Once I'm out of the picture. You know as well as I do, your best feature is your sister.
That's a lie.
Then why are you so protective about my looks? 67 bobby pins, for fuck's sake! My beauty is mine! My friends are mine. If I want to lose them and live alone like an island, so be it. You know, I stick myself up all of this fucking weight. I should have done it long ago.
The landfill man asked my name. You were standing right there, and he said goodbye to me.
But he was looking at me.
No, I am sure he wasn't.
And another thing. Do you really believe corn snakes travel in pairs?
Perry likes me.
Get him back here now. Find out.
Aren't you afraid he'll murder us?
No, because I know you don't have the guts to ask him. You know what his answer will be.
Yeah, I do. He'll take me out of here, and we'll leave you here to find your own way out. Better yet, why don't you wait for the wedding party? After all, they're right behind you.
Alice! 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 Come back to the car. We could sit in the car.
You wanted to see which one of us the landfill man prefers. Well, lucky for you, he doesn't seem to be around.
He's not? He's not? Oh, fuck. Fuck. What if he went to go find some friends so they could have a, you know, a party with us?
If anything, he realized you were lying and he went to get help out of concern for me.
Come back to the road. Nobody can see back here.
You are not going to distract me from the way I'm feeling about you right now.
Alice! Alice! Alice, I'm sorry. Really. Just don't be like this.
Oh, you prefer the fawning after all. I thought you might.
Perry! Don't! Don't! Are you crazy? Go ahead. Trust everybody. Be at everybody's beck and call.
Why not? Isn't it like a compliment when people expect a lot of you? It means they think you have a lot to give. You haven't minded my catering to you all these years, have you?
I never once asked.
You didn't refuse it either. Mother always... Maybe that was wrong. Maybe that was the problem. Nobody expects anything of you, do they? So you don't have an occasion to rise too.
Oh, no? I'm supposed to have the world in my hands. So where is it, if you're so smart all of a sudden?
Here it is! Right here! If you want to hold it in your hands, you gotta bend over and pick it up! Right? Bend over like a stupid cow in some old field and pick the motherfucker up!
Oh, if Mom could hear you now. What would she say? So I guess we can go back to the side of the road? Start over?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we can.
You're gonna knock him dead at the reception.
Oh, yeah, if we ever get to the reception.
When we get to the reception.
Hey, fellas, they're over here.